Every time you go online, the girlies are always comparing mini braids and mini twists. Their arguments about which is better, which is best for hair growth, and all of that. If you're as confused as they are, then this video is going to clear out a lot of things, because I'm going to be spilling everything about mini braids and mini twists. Trust me, by the end of this video, you are going to have your mind reshaping, that you're going to know the one that is best for your hair type, your hair porosity, and every other thing. So get seated, make sure you're well seated, and let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the preparation. Okay, how do you prepare your hair? For the both hairstyles, you'll be needing a parting comb, like a rat tail comb. You'll be needing scrunchies, please, satin scrunchies if possible, hair ties, leave-in conditioner, because your hair is natural hair, of course, and then hair butter. You can make use of any hair butter, even shea butter is okay. And then we have hair growth oil, which is optional depending on your hair anyways. Make sure your hair is neat and well moisturized before you get started. Now let's move to the installation process, and we're going to be starting with mini twists. First of all, how do you install mini twists? I always start by dividing my hair into sections. It helps me work faster and easier. Okay, so this is how you start. Basically, this is how I start. I start with braids, like 6 to 10 braids, and when I'm sure that it's secured enough, then I divide it into 2 strands. Make sure the strands are equal. It gives a better look and better texture. I don't know if you understand. Make sure it's divided into 2 equal parts, and then you can start twisting. Please do not twist tightly, just make it a bit loose, just overlap each other. You don't need to do too much when you're doing mini twists, because it's natural hair and it's going to give you that kinky look eventually. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you another example so that you can see what I did. You start by braiding 1 2 3 4 5 6, or even as far as 7 8 9 10. Then those 3 strands, you're going to divide it into 2, and then you can start twisting. You know how we used to twist when we were kids? That's basically what you are doing. Please, it doesn't require much effort, very easy, and then you are good to go. When you get to the end, seal with the hair butter. That's the essence of the hair butter. Okay, seal with the hair butter. I forgot to mention, before you start, make sure your hair is hydrated with water and leave-in conditioner. It helps to get your hair bouncy. Now for the mini braids, you're just going to follow the same process of sectioning. Make sure that you section your hair into parts that you can work with. And look, this is where the problem is. If your hair is low porosity, or you have fine hair, fine to medium strand like I do, then you want to make sure that you don't use the same parts pattern that you did with mini twists with mini braids. You can just add it a little bit, because if you do not add it, if you work with the same parts and for the mini twist, your braids are going to be looking very, very thin. They are going to be looking very, very thin, and then it's not going to come out good. Except if your hair is coarse and thick, then I can say you can work with the same portions, the same size portions. Else, I would advise you that you should add a little bit to the part to make it quite bigger. Now look at it. In this braid method, I am making it quite tight. There's another braid method where you make it quite loose, depending on what you want and how you want it to look like. I'll be doing another video to compare between mini braids and loose braids, so you can see the difference. So for the installation, I'm going to be showing you how I install it. Please, I was talking, so I couldn't take the process of this, but let's take another step. Basically, what I'm doing is just braiding from the root. Unlike the mini twist where you braid and then you start twisting, for the mini braids, you just braid all the way down. Please do not be too tight at the roots, because if it's too tight, it's going to affect your hair. Okay, when you want to take down, it's going to be hard. So make sure that it's not too tight. You want to make it firm but not too tight. Then you can start braiding all the way down, all the way down. I don't know if you get. Just continue braiding until you get to the end. And when you get to the end, also seal with hair butter. This is how I do mine. It aids hair growth. It aids a healthy hair. That's basically what I do, both for mini twists and mini braids. Okay. Yeah, also make sure that your hair is very moisturized before you start. Now if you don't know how to moisturize your hair, just spray in some water, use leave-in conditioner, apply hair butter on top, and then hair oil if possible, and you are good to go. Trust me. If your hair gets dry like mine, because my hair is high porosity, you want to make sure to moisturize section by section, okay, so that you don't just waste your hair product. Now that we've done with the installation, let's move on to the similarities between the both of them. Now, there are a lot of similarities between the both of them. I'll start with the first similarities. For the both of them, you can actually part with your fingers. You don't necessarily have to use a parting comb. It makes it faster. It makes it faster. You can start by parting with your fingers, and for the both of them, like I said, moisture is key. You want to make sure that you moisturize your hair very well. So for the both of them, there's no one that you can work with dried hair. I know that a lot of people do this very well. They like braiding their hair or twisting their hair when it's dried. Please, when it comes to mini twist and mini braids, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Especially if you're a natural hair girl. Yeah, if your hair is not relaxed, moisture is key. So that's basically the similarities between the both of them, and the both of them are actually friendly for natural hair girls, right? They are friendly styles and they are protective styles. Yeah, if they are done correctly, they will protect your hair and grow your hair. So at the end of this video, when I tell you the pros and cons, you're going to know the one to choose for your hair type. But for now, just know that the both of them aids hair growth. So the way you make them actually matters. The longer you take them matters. The way you maintain them matters, and the style that you make while you're on it matters. Okay, for length difference, mini braids show longer length compared to mini twist. Mini twist will just shrink, like it will just shrink, it will just be puffy, but mini braids will stretch it, which is one thing I love about mini braids. Trust me, mini braids has a way of showing you your real hair length, but mini twist will just shrink it. You know what? If you are looking out for length or something that will show your full length, or your stretcher, you want to take measurement of your hair, then I suggest that you go for mini braids. But if you're just for the beauty and you want something that is full, then go for mini twist. Now, if your hair is fine hair, please make sure you make mini twist instead of mini braids. Okay, that's the only advice I have for you. Other girls can survive, but you don't do that. So now that we've talked about that, we will now move on to the pros and cons of mini braids and mini twists. So we are going to be starting with mini twists, and I'll be starting with the pros. The pros are mini twists are gentler on your hair. They have less tension at the roots compared to braids. Lower risk of breakage, especially if your hair is fragile or fine like my own. I'm telling you the truth. They retain moisture better. They are easier to install. It gives a fuller, fluffier look. Yeah, and it's easier to take down. Trust me. For the cons, is less long lasting. It doesn't last longer. It shrinks a lot, and it can unravel if you are not careful. For mini braids, and the pros are very long lasting. They can last up to 3 to 6 weeks, and shows length more. Yes, it's neater for longer period. If you want to keep it for a longer time, it's going to be neat, and it has versatile styling. Yeah. For the cons, the more tension and higher breakage risks. Yeah, time consuming and can dry your hair out. They are harder to take down. Trust me, they are harder to install and they are harder to take down. So that's the only cons. They are harder to install and they are harder to take down. They can dry your hair out. They are time consuming. I won't even lie to you. Mini braids are time consuming compared to mini twists. Mini twists are easier to install. Mini twists are easier to take down, which is one thing I love with it. Now, I just want to say this: when you are making mini twist, please, by all means, do not borrow strands. If you borrow strands, when I come online and I see girls say, "Oh, mini twist, they destroyed my hair. My hair was breaking." That's because you guys don't know how to make mini twists. Do not borrow your strands. Anywhere your strand stop there and then swell with your hair butter or leave-in conditioner or styling cream or something. Don't borrow strands. Unlike mini braids where you can borrow strands and you still be safe. Mini twist, if you borrow strands, your hair will break like crazy. Okay, so let's talk about this part. If your goal is hair growth and retention, mini twists are a safer option for me. But if it works for you, mini braids should be your goal. Okay, for the maintenance, for the both of them, the maintenance are the same thing. Make sure you moisturize every 2 days. Yeah, I would just say every 2 days. Just stick to every 2 days. Don't do it every day. Moisturize with water, leave-in conditioner, hair growth oil, and hair butter, depending on your hair porosity. If your hair porosity is high porosity, just look out which of them to come first. I think oil comes first before hair butter. If your hair is low porosity, hair butter comes for hair. You know what, I've forgotten right now, but you can just check that online to know the differences. But for the both of them, you need water, you need leave-in conditioner, you need everything. And now for how long they last, I think I've said it before. Mini braids last longer than mini twists. Mini twists can even start unraveling if you keep them for long. You might even start turning into dreads. You might just start looking like a mad person. You might just start looking like a mad person. Well, for mini braids, I think they tend to be durable a bit. Yeah, you can just hold them for a long time. For the both of them, use your hair oil on your scalp. But if your scalp is sensitive, don't do hair oils too much because your scalp brings out a natural serum. Just do a little hair oil, maybe just once a week. Don't do that every 2 days, and you'll be fine. Okay. But if you know that your scalp can tolerate it, please by all means always oil your scalp after you spray water. Hydration is key, and then oil will help you to seal the water. Do you understand? Now let's move forward. For the styling and durability, I won't lie to you. At the beginning of the hairstyle, like the first day that you make the hairstyle, mini twist will give you a beautiful style. Like mini twist will give you styles, lovely styles. And then for mini braids, you might just be, struggling with it, especially if your hair is scanty. If your hair is low density, it might just be scanty. But later on, when it's getting old, mini braids will look more beautiful than mini twist. Trust me. Yeah, it will look good. I won't even lie to you. So for the durability, I've said before, mini braids last longer than mini twist. If you've learned so much in this video, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, share this video to other girls out there who needs to know, and drop a comment for me in the comment section, and also drop other tips that we need to learn. Okay, see you in the next one. I love you so much. Bye.